Oh yeah, Sasuke Blade. What's up guys, Greater Marlin here. What's up GM Squad? So, I'm back. We have another talking video. It's kind of something that really, it kind of makes me sad to talk about this, but, so, today we're going to be talking about possibly the death of an amazing franchise. So, Marvel vs. Capcom. Probably one of my most favorite fighting games I've ever played. First one I played, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That was my first one, I know. I loved it as a kid. I freaking loved it. I played the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the iPad. The roster is huge. That's what she said. I think the game is fun. It's definitely just weird on the iPad, but probably if I actually got to play it on a normal console, it's probably a lot better. But I did enjoy it, and I bet the first one is really good too. So I remember hearing about the Marvel vs. Capcom 4 rumors. I was hyped. I was hoping it was true. So then we get to forget what it was, but we get to one of the games cons, or just one of the cons that talk about games and show off new games that are coming out. And then here it was. I remember waking up, I think it was in the summer or something. It was really early in the morning, or really later in the day, I have no idea. But the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite trailer came out. I was hyped, dude. I was so excited. Gameplay reveal came. It just kind of changed. I was like, oh, no. The graphics, they went for a more realistic look. It just did not look good at all. So they went for that realistic look, and it just didn't work. It didn't work at all. It looked like a really weird 2008 game, like probably 2005 maybe. The story mode was pretty boring. It was pretty bad. I know a way they could probably change it. Let's just get rid of Ultron, get rid of Sigma, probably have them as bad guys or something. But then make Thanos have the Infinity Gauntlet with the Infinity Stones, and he uses like like the power and the reality and then space gem, and he uses those and it collides the worlds together, and they have to team up to stop Thanos from destroying both the worlds, and then stuff like that. I feel like that would be probably a lot better as a story than combining Ultron and Sigma to make Ultron Sigma. But we're not here to talk about how I felt about the game. We're here to talk about the death of the franchise, possibly. So, Marvel vs. Capcom, probably the best crossover fighting game ever. It's better than it's better than DC versus Mortal Kombat, and that wasn't even good. But it's a really good game. It's a fan favorite game, a fighting game. When you look at Injustice 2, it's now done. They're moving on. They're moving on to more MK11, Mortal Kombat 11. People are already talking about when it's gonna be people they want in the game, DLC, stuff like that. But when you look at Injustice 2, they were still pumping out content. People were still making videos on it, and there's still news articles about it. People went to the championships. But when you look at Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I have not seen a video on it in months. Ever since the release, there were a few videos that came out. Then months later, none. I saw none. So it was pretty much after Venom, and Black Widow and Winter Soldier released, the game died down and possibly just wasn't died. I played it a little bit today. The only fun part about it is possibly its gameplay. It still kind of keeps that crazy button mashing aspect of all the games, which is okay to me a little bit. But we're here to talk about how it died. So, the graphics. the graphics took a huge turn. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate, had a really comic booky type graphics, and I liked it. Now this went for a really weird tone, and it just did not fit. So, the heart, the care of the game, and let's say the roster. The roster is awful. I do not like the roster. It is very boring. No X-Men. Really, I'm not a fan of Capcom. Like, I love Devil May Cry. Those are one of my favorite Capcom games. But I'm not a huge fan of Capcom. I don't play a lot of Capcom games. I don't play stuff like Street Fighter. And it sounds like a fun game, but I just don't play it. But maybe I'll try it out sometime. So, they just had a very poor roster. X-Men were not in it, and not a bunch of fun, crazy characters, just a bunch of boring characters. I only enjoyed Iron Man, Dante, Spider-Man, Venom, and Black Panther are probably the only characters I had fun playing with. And I still play them, and they're fun. I have so much fun playing as those characters. There are a few that I actually kind of have fun with, but not as much as I do with them. So, if you look at Marvel Ultimate Marvel 3. Look at its roster. Probably look at Marvel 2's roster. Then come back and look at Infinite's roster. Doesn't it look bad? It went from a total downgrade in the roster. It is bad, it is boring, it's sad to see this. And it makes me sad to think that possibly this game died. It's dead. The franchise is possibly dead. The themes. So, Marvel vs. Capcom has a bunch of iconic themes for every character. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, Dante, Strider Hiryu, Ryu, Chun-Li. All these characters have very iconic themes when you play the game, and you're playing as that character, their theme is playing, and it's so iconic. But then, Infinite decided to kind of just trash those iconic themes and replace them with these boring, non-iconic themes. The only one I like is Strider Hiryu's. The rest, I think Capcom kept theirs, but they're not as good as the originals. So, in every new one, they upgraded. Like, they increased the audio. They made it sound a lot better from an arcade-sounding audio. And they just didn't put care into the audio, into the amazing, like, themes that these characters had when you fought anybody. And it's just, that makes me kind of angry. So, what else? Kind of the heart in the game. So, what I think is Marvel vs. Capcom, that Marvel and Capcom thought it would be a great idea to make some more money. So they're like, you know what? Let's make another MVC game. And, just so we can get more money. Did it not do well? Really? People were hyped. Gameplay, not so hyped anymore. Injustice 2, dude, that game's good. It's a good game. The graphics are good. The story is good. The gameplay is good. And that's just kind of where Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, like, lacks. Is good story, good graphics, but their gameplay is pretty good, but still lacks in quality. And it's not good for the franchise. Now, what I want to see is it's been 4 months since since Venom, Black Widow, and Winter Soldier have been released. I totally forgot about anything MVCI. I thought they were done for a minute. And then I was hoping, because I spent $30 on the premium costume pass, so I can get all costumes for free. And the character, I got the Ultimate Edition, so I got the character pass for free. So if you're just releasing 6 characters, making me pay for an $80 price tag of the game, and then pay $30 more when I have the Ultimate Edition to get all the costumes for free, and then end on only 6 characters, but have only 1 wave of costumes. I'm not going to accept that. That generally makes me angry that I spent that when you spend that much money but there's not that much content. You should not have a $30 price tag for a premium costume pass. That is so much. I got the Ultimate Edition, I should get that for free. So, of course they didn't have that developed, but they should have added that in the update, because that's bullcrap. I was so angry when I saw that I had to pay money just to get the costumes when I had the Ultimate Edition. And guess what? I spent $30. And if they're not going to release more content, then I want my $30 back. I want all my money back that I spent on this game. I want all of it back. I want the $30 I spent. I want those money that we got from buying the game. And I just want a total refund if you're not going to put more content into this game. So, Injustice 2, it had a year worth of content, like 3 DLC packs. So, 9 DLC characters, and added tons of new content. Not like tons, but still added frequent content. And now they just finished off with the Legendary Edition update where they added tons of gear, and I'm still playing trying to get all the new gear. So, if Marvel vs. Capcom is going to have a Season 2 of DLC content, let me know. Because I want to know. I need to know now. So, since this isn't doing well, when they first released Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the roster wasn't. It was big. It was okay. It was bigger than MVCI, but people didn't like it. So then they made Ultimate MVC3, and that's the one I played. The roster was bigger, it looked better, and everybody loved it. Now here's what I think: if Marvel or Capcom thinks this game is not doing so hot, let's make an Ultimate version. Let's make Ultimate MVCI, and then add tons of characters to it. And please add X-Men. So have the X-Men in there too, not just the MVC universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU characters. And there add some X-Men too. I feel like they would do that for you, because it's just a downgrade in the franchise. It's just an embarrassment to the franchise. It's like, hey, we made a good one, made a kind of bad one, but hey, we improved with a good one. Hey, we're back at trash again, but it's a huge downgrade in the last one. It's worse than the last bad one we made, but we upgraded it a little better. So, I'm not saying that Marvel vs. Capcom is dead. They can still make these games. I will still play them. But from this game, they kind of just lost. They just kind of lost fans. It was a huge disappointment to us. We were so hyped, and then they just destroyed our dreams with the hype. And it's just not good. It's kind of like depressing to see a game that I love is now not. It's just kind of sad. Like, what I think is Marvel should possibly hook up with NetherRealm, probably have their own Injustice 2 type game, have some gear, have some cool characters in there, have some awesome customization, shaders, all that, and you got yourself a good story. That's what I think. So what do you guys think? If you played the MVC games, tell me in the comments, what did you think about MVCI? Do you think the franchise is dead? Or do you think this is just a step forward for them to improve on the next one, or whenever, if they ever try to make a next one? So, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, tell us what you do, or for next time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.